Hey guys, Frost here for another episode of Naval Frontline. Now there's a funny story, not so funny, but it's one of those, oh I completely forgot to do this moments, so, oh my gosh. I just came back from a restaurant. My family went out to eat tonight. And we just came home and stuffed. I feel like a turkey that's been stuffed. Surprisingly, I'm not even fat. And again, not surprisingly. But on with the story. Apparently, earlier today, I turned on my heater, blah blah blah, doing what I always do, doing a lot of off-screen work. If you guys can't tell, my submarine, USS Corando, is level 26. I don't know if I have my submarine. Yeah, I think I had it. My USS Elliot is now level 28 and has been upgraded to a Baltimore class, which is indeed a heavy cruiser, according to the ship tree. For Brooklyn and Atlanta classes, these Portland and Baltimore classes are the only heavy cruisers that you get. The Nevada, it's a battleship. But anyway, on with my story. It's very funny. It's just I don't even know where to start. Earlier today, a little while before we left for the restaurant, I'm on my Xbox watching Netflix. The Flash, to be exact. I kind of find it interesting. Unfortunately, there's only 23 episodes on Netflix, so I am highly disappointed by that. And before I left my room, I had the heater on while I was playing earlier. And I forgot to turn it off. So we go to the restaurant, everything's fine, we're all having a good time. After a while, we come home. And I come downstairs, I find my keys, and I'm like, there's my keys, because I couldn't find my house key. After a little bit, I find out that that was not the only thing that was a bit odd about the room. I left the heater on the whole time. When I saw that, I'm like, oh, Mom, I think the electric bill is going to go up a little bit. The heater that we've got is one of those heaters that you just plug into a wall. And I accidentally left it on, and it likes to suck the power, suck the life out of everything, basically. So, it's been on the whole time we were at the restaurant. Luckily, I'm shaking a little bit. Luckily, it is not anywhere. Well, basically right in the middle between the bed and the desk. And not completely directed towards anything flammable. You better not run into me. The thing about the USS Paul Jones, the Clemson class, it loves to run into you. Okay, switching to secondary rounds. But yeah, I left the heater on the whole time. That's something I have never done before. I don't think. But it happened. Not the only one that left the heater on, but I did. By accident. It was a complete accident. I was completely oblivious to what was actually going on. Ooh. Ammunition. Hit a munitions soft spot. These things are powerful. If you guys don't know how powerful, I can show you guys in a different battle once I finish these ones, but for now, I'm gonna go through who knows how many battles. I don't remember. That was the end of my story. The heater, it takes up a lot of power in our house, and my parents are really one of those parents that really want heat in the house, but with everything that we need You're spending a lot of money. But you don't really have the money to turn on the heat. So I pretty much live in... During the winter, I live in an icebox. But whenever it's freezing cold outside, that's when everything seems warm. But there was one day, this was last year, one day, the basement was warmer than the upstairs. And I don't live in a 2-story house. But it was surprising to feel that the upstairs was colder than the downstairs. I'm in the downstairs. Short sleeves. Perfectly fine. Go upstairs. Oh, I'm freezing. I need a jacket. During the winter, I tend to wear a coat all winter long. And the reason why I'm in my basement, I actually have to sleep down here until my sister's boyfriend goes home. So I don't have my room for so long. Ah, these kill stealers. One of these days, I'm gonna get the money to get the screencast a little upgraded for me, because you can have it. I'm using a free recorder of screencast, and there's a way, a certain one of using it where you can have sound of the game recorded, which is nice. And that's something I could really use, because you guys are not hearing anything except my voice. So that's why I have to make sure I keep talking, otherwise you guys are going to be completely bored, and I do not want that at all. Stupid kill stealers. Hey! Omaha class, you're no match for me. You're only a light cruiser. Nothing against me. Oh, nice! I've actually taken on 2 submarines with this thing, but it was an AI submarine, so they have very poor shot. There's another story that happened actually earlier today in this game. I'm just like, moving around, facing with nothing but 2 submarines. I'm terrified, because I've never faced a submarine in a ship before. Head on. It was kind of scary for me, because I didn't want to lose that mission, because if my ship sunk, it would take who knows how long to repair, and who knows how much to boost the repairs. So I'm fighting, I'm just battling the submarine, blah blah blah. I think it was, I don't know if this was the last one, if there was still both of them around, but I'm just going around trying to avoid any torpedoes that they launch at me. So far, they're all misses. So one of the submarines gets this bright idea and fires torpedoes. It was nowhere near me. I mean, it was shooting at a spot where I was, like, literally a minute after like, literally 30 seconds after I left that spot. He fired on that spot. I'm like, well, it's pretty obvious that spot, that torpedo, it's pretty obvious that those torpedoes are not going to hit me. So, long story short, I won. So, yeah. And heavy cruisers, they do not have, I don't have any depth charges or torpedoes, so there's no way I could combat them except with my guns. Just recently, though, I upgraded my guns a little, not really upgraded them, but I switched them out, my guns, switched them out from these guys to these guys, because these guys have better damage and better range. The reload is 6 seconds, while these guys, 3-second reload. They've still got good range and good damage. They're still pretty good against submarines. Whew. So I got the chills. I really need the heater on right now. It's starting to get really cold in the basement. But yeah, no torpedoes, no depth charges. Also, something's funny. This is my HMS London. I'm thinking of selling this sometime. It's level 4. USS Cross Guard. One of my American ships. Level 7. This has more experience. Don't believe me? Service time 28 minutes. Ships sunk 11, victories 5. This has 17 ships and 5 victories, but only 15 minutes of service. So, in a nutshell, this is more experience. 10, 8. There's a lot of 10% on here. This one I don't even use anymore. I don't know why I still have it. Both the crossguard and the Zuto don't have any weapons whatsoever. Oh, crap. But the Zuto is probably a submarine combatant because this thing. You don't believe how many charges are in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a lot of depth charges. And if I get all of this stuff, why would you add guns? But this thing is definitely designed to fight submarines. Let's get onto that one mission I was telling you about. I need to make this a bit quick, guys, so there's no time to lose. Oh, crap. I just knocked my headphones off. Oh, crap, that is not what I wanted. The battle is. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Alright, here we go. Shot number 1. Gone. Shot number 2. Gone. I do not know what happened there. I got mixed up. I forgot to switch to my Baltimore class heavy cruiser. Yes, this is just a heavy cruiser. The Nevada class, which is right after this, which you need to be level 30 to get it. I've got enough silver to get it. Silver is main currency. Oh, just barely hit the stern. I think it's this. Yeah. You guys know what I mean. I think it's called the stern. One more ship, and this whole time, Mrs. Paul Jones didn't get to take a single shot. And keep in mind, I am using AP rounds. HE rounds are pretty much what I need to use. But with ships like these, I'm not too sure. Yeah, that was a really good shot, actually. So just one of those shells is enough to take him out. So now here's this guy. Secondary shells. AP rounds do not do well against destroyers like the Minakaze. So it's mainly just the HE shells that do all the work. Yeah, I know. I can see that quite clearly, officer. So yeah, these guys are pretty powerful, but I've gone up against battleships before. It didn't work too well for me. Nothing ever seems to work very well for me. Ammo. Just hit an ammo complex and there you go. Unfortunately, you do not get anything. You do not get anything after level 5. 28. And I'll save it. For those who are new to my channel, I'm gonna end the video right here, guys. For those who are new to my channel, I am Frost, or IC Frost, however. And if you guys still don't know the name of this game, it is Naval Frontline, and I will talk to you guys in another episode.